Perfect. And the stage is yours. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Fili. So today we have a quick dip about the business model canvas. So let's dive in. I want to talk to you today about Agile. Once again, I know that many of you already by now know what Agile means, since we are promoting it so actively, but just to remind you, as well as I will talk about a little bit Agile workflow. Of course, I will give a definition to business model and examples, and after that, I will explain to you business model canvas, and if we have enough time, we can create an idea live on our Miro board to check it out how quickly it can work. So think about, maybe you have an idea, just to let me know in the end. So what is Agile? Its ability to move quick and easily, as well as it is an ability to think flexibly, intelligently, and quickly. I would say personally, Agile is a philosophy that can be applied to a variety of cases. Yes, and Agile is development and process oriented. We have Agile values described in Agile Manifesto, created in the early 2000s by the creators of Agile. We have individuals and interactions over processes and tools, which means that it is important to follow certain procedures and to use certain tools. However, a person always has the priority, individual always has the priority, the story of an individual has the priority, everybody is valuable. And we value working products over documentation, as well as customer collaboration over contract negotiation. In the modern world, we can see very often when people kind of just agree on something and they keep on negotiating without getting to any result. So I think that definitely this Agile value, customer collaboration, gives you a clear message that in Agile, we like to negotiate, but also to come to the common ground, to agree. And ego doesn't come first here. Joint responsibility is more important. And responding to change over following a plan, perhaps for Bundeswehr people, this is the most difficult one to master, but I have the students here as well, and who are going to be doing a project this trimester with me, and I think that they will learn very soon that there is no plan, but the plan that they are creating themselves in the process. So Agile principles, there are actually 12 of them, but I would like to stress the most important ones. Number one, simplicity. As Leonardo da Vinci said, simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. So Agile focuses on maximizing work not done, which is very cool for lazy people. And of course, as we said, working product is the primary measure of success, and self-organizing teams is important. Building teams around motivated individuals and cool projects is important, and welcome change. Change accelerates development and knowledge accumulation. The more knowledge we have, the better product we can build. I think that that's like the most important thing to understand in Agile, is that the result of the project itself is not as important as the progress the team makes during the project. So the investment of individuals into their own development in order to create a better product is more important rather than making individuals feel not important, or maybe putting too much pressure on individuals. This is not the way we do things in Agile. And as I said, we carry common responsibility for the teams and things that we do. Agile workflow. One of my colleagues from Founders suggested this framework, and I really liked it because it clearly shows that Agile methodologies can be implemented in any stage of project or idea creation. Design thinking helps us design an idea which is attractive for customers. Lean startup helps us test the idea quickly and pivot. Pivot means change the strategy if needed. Business model canvas, the one that we are going to be talking about today, helps us capture the essence of the business on one page and keep it in front of us all the time. And Agile methods such as Scrum or Kanban help us helps us execute the project. So business model. Many confuse business model canvas and business model. Those are very different things. Maybe some of you already know such business models as franchising. Everybody knows Starbucks. Or premium subscription, we also heard about it. So those are the business models. So the business model describes how a company generates revenue, how it makes money. So let's go through some common examples. Business model is a part of business theory, and it is taught in universities or in business schools. And of course, this is subject where a lot of same terms can describe different things or vice versa. But through the examples that I was finding for you yesterday, I put these categories together. For example, brokerage fees, affiliate, commission, or marketplaces. This is everything almost the same. Many think that Airbnb or Uber did something new, but they did not. Not producing anything and getting money for it, this is not a new idea. And what Airbnb does, it is a marketplace for apartments. So you rent the apartment, Airbnb takes a part of it. Uber, same idea. Amazon, same idea. It's a marketplace where there are rules, there is competition, and players like Airbnb or Amazon, they're creating the structure. So people who sell their services or goods via marketplaces are protected. Think about a marketplace or affiliate business model. Affiliate business model means that if I sell something through your marketplace, you're gonna get a commission for it, right? So it is a marketplace indeed. So it's like a bazaar where there are many players, there can be many goods and services sold. One should always keep attention to possible tricks that maybe bad sellers can play on you. And although marketplace is there to protect you, and maybe there are guards walking around, they still cannot guarantee full safety. So, hook and bait business model, or known as well as razor and blades. What Nespresso from Nestle did, or more famous example, Gillette did, is that they sell one good and then they are going to sell you more goods because you need them in order to use the product that you bought originally. This is also not a new idea. And actually, it was not pioneered by Gillette, as people think. Actually, it was his competitors who thought about selling razors and then blades on a more expensive price. But he is the one who made it popular. So there again, just for you, sometimes idea is not everything. Sometimes it is the execution which makes you stand out. And examples of Xbox One from Microsoft or Sony PlayStation or Nintendo, those are the gaming consoles, and they sell the consoles and then they sell games so you can play. By the way, interesting fact for you is that Nintendo was actually founded in 1889 in Kyoto in Japan, originally as a playing card company. So they were selling cards for a very long period of time, but due to clever research and development investments, they turned out to be like the pioneers in video games, and they are still running and they're still selling. And it was all started by a craftsman who made cards. Franchise. So here I think that it's not very necessary to explain in detail what that means. It means that you can buy or rent yourself a place. You can contact the owner of the franchise and say, okay, I have now territory, I want to sell your goods, I want to do business with you. And this is how it works. And usually when we think about franchise, we only think about food chains, mainly thinking about food chains like McDonald's or Burger King. But actually, if you want a gas station, you're more than welcome to open Shell gas station if you want to buy a franchise. You want to rent out autos, you want to rent out cars, please, you can be a Hertz franchise representative, or you can also open a hotel. So, of course, the conditions how you can get a franchise, they vary depending on the quality requirements of the company who is willing to give you franchise. Yeah. Also, don't forget that participating in one business model, so one company can have many ways of generating income. So here we go for more, more e-commerce business models, more digital business models. Although, once again, nothing new. Subscription existed there almost from the times where publishing was invented. So you can subscribe to a newspaper, right? Nothing changed. Subscriptions in internet, almost the same thing. Amazon, for example, Amazon is a good example of a company which is involving many business models. So they have like a marketplace, then they have a premium subscription, and they have in-store purchases, meaning that even if you are subscribed to Amazon Prime and you want to watch a video, there are going to be some videos for which you would need to pay. So this is like an in-store purchase. YouTube Premium or LinkedIn, Netflix, those are typical examples of freemium and premium business models. So freemium means that we are going to give you something for free, like YouTube do. We give you content, they give you content for free. However, if you want to have a premium service and have no advertisements all the time, you have to subscribe. So the creator of business model Canvas is Alexander Osterwalder and Yves Peneur. And they gave a nice definition of what a business model is. It is a very long one. And it's quite confusing, but it describes a business model from various perspectives. However, I don't think that it is necessary for us today to dive deep into theory. Rather, we want actually to understand what is the difference between business model canvas and business model. For that, I created a little slide about how they compare to one another. So business model, as I said before, describes the way a company generates revenue in theory, yeah? Business model canvas is a practical tool that you use to describe business. One business can have multiple business models, multiple revenue streams, as I said. And those are the revenue streams on business model canvas that describe business model. So one can say that business model is expressed on business model canvas, but business model canvas by itself is a creation of business studies, which means that business models were first, and then through the business studies, through the ways that we saw how it is better to describe business, we created a business model canvas as a tool. So it's like a chicken and egg problem almost. Yes, so let's continue. Excuse me, this was not supposed to be, this went to the start. So business model canvas consisting of 9 blocks. It is the best tool to reflect the current state of affairs in business. It is structured in a particular manner. The right part of the canvas is responsible for the emotional content. So who is your customer? How do you reach your customer? While the left side is more analytical, which is going to describe your key resources, your key activities, and your key partners. In the very middle of it lies value proposition. So what is so special that your idea has to offer so people would want to use your product or buy your services? Customer segments, the first building block. So if you have a business idea, let's say walking dogs, yeah, you want to walk dogs. Who are your customers? Your customer segments are going to be maybe elderly people who cannot walk the dogs themselves, maybe busy students who are not at home during daytimes, so they need your services. So you see, you with your one idea, you are capable of addressing several customer segments and tailoring your offer depending on the needs of each segment. Value proposition. So value proposition is what is so special about you and your idea? What is the novelty, customization, advantage of your service? In the example of dog walking, your value proposition can be that you have 10 years of experience working with dogs, or you're a veterinarian. So there are many ways of expressing what makes you so special, what makes your idea so appealing to the potential audience. Customer relationship describes the way you maintain your relationship with the customer. Are you going to call the customer to ask if he or she needs dog walking? Are you going to post on Facebook that you offer dog walking services? Or what else can you do? Are you gonna put the sticky notes on the poles around your neighborhood so people can see that you are offering the service? Channels is also describing how a customer delivers, how we deliver service to the customer. In our case, maybe I did not bring the best example with the dog walking case, because it's approximately the same as the previous slide with customer relationship, because we are gonna call and this is the way we support the relationship. However, the channel is gonna be that we are going to go to the person's place whom we just called. We are gonna pick up the dog and then we are gonna walk the dog. So this is the way we are delivering our service to the customer. Revenue streams, as we already know, revenue streams is the business model in an essence. This is the way you are generating your income. Are you having subscriptions? Are you having advertising? Are you having licenses? Or are you just charging $20 per hour to walk a dog? It is up to you. Those are your revenue streams. Maybe you are also offering for dogs extra services like making the dog nails or cutting the hair. Everything can be considered. Key activities is what actually we are doing. So in a case of dog walking business is building the client list in your neighborhood, maybe of people who have dogs. Think about it. Think about the ways you are going to do that. So those are the key activities. In the case of Microsoft is software development. In case of McKinsey is solving difficult business problems. In case of dog walking is dog walking. Pretty simple, isn't it? And the key resources include knowledge, time, money, office space. So everything that you can use in order to deliver your service. Key partners are the people with whom you're going to be doing business. So for example, with a dog walking business, I can make a partnership with a pet store. With a pet store who are selling goods for dogs, and I will come to the pet store and I will ask to leave over their leaflets with my contact details and my offer of walking dogs. So by leaving my leaflets at the pet store, I'm making a partner. I'm making an alliance. And as well, I am going to recommend that pet store to the dog owners whose dogs I'm walking because it's my partner. And probably I'm going to give like a discount or something like that. So you co-generate business value together with your partners. Cost structure. Here, everything is involved. We have office costs, which are fixed. We have fixed costs. We have variable costs. Variable costs are the costs that are different from month to month. Maybe you want to go to a dog show, or maybe you want to go to a Peticon. If you know, a Peticon is a pet conference where you can book sessions with the cute and popular animals on Instagram. It's a big thing, by the way, in the States. Yeah, so maybe I decided to buy myself a ticket for a Peticon. Maybe I decided to hire someone who can teach me to deal with dogs better. Those are variable costs. The fixed costs is my office space. The fixed costs is any employee who is working for me and is on a payroll. What else can we think about? Fixed costs. Maybe like if you're buying coffee for the office every month, it's also a fixed cost. I'm sure you understand, and I'm sure you by yourself know many examples by this time. So mainly these two books, only these two books were used to create this wonderful presentation. And yeah, this is all when it comes to the theoretical part from me. However, we can do the practical part a little bit as well, if I've prepared that. So this is Miro. Maybe some of you already...
Sorry, Anna?
Yeah?
We are still seeing your presentation, not the Miro.
Excuse me, of course.
So you have to change the, yeah, and then share the link. Perfect.
Yeah. So far, any questions or any ideas? Does anyone have an idea that one wants to put on a business model canvas right now? No.
No, maybe not.
Well, maybe not today. Maybe next time. So, but nevertheless, let's do this. Philly, is everything fine now?
Yes, we can see your screen. Business model canvas, perfect. Looks
Super,
good.
super.
Maybe you can do it just a little bit bigger.
Yeah, gladly.
Yes, then you can read it better. Perfect.
Perfect. Yes, so let's think about some crazy business idea. Philly, do you have do you have any examples? What can we write here?
You mean for this, or an idea for a project?
Yeah, for this, for the canvas now.
Okay, so what project are we doing? The walking dog, maybe?
I think that maybe we can bring the example of for my students of the project that we are going to be doing this trimester. So,
okay,
the customer segments for our project with the students is about improving the career website for our university. So more wissenschaftliche Mitarbeiter, more professors, so more civil people can apply to work in our university. This is the idea: create or improve a career website. In this case, we will have the customer segments. As we said, excuse me. Why is it not?
I think you need to just press the arrow, maybe. Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have the Vimis. Then we have professors.
Just a comment, if you wanna, like, to people here, if you wanna participate, you can just talk, or if you're shy, you can also write it on the chat, and I'll be reading the chat.
Yes, please use chat more actively if you have ideas or comments. So we are happy to have your feedback. How do we, maybe even if I'm not gonna go until the end today, because this is quite interesting, and I hate to do it too fast. Today, you, as Philly said, you can send a request to participate in our business model canvas workshop next week. But here I would like to draw your attention to the fact that customer segments, how to differentiate. Why do I put professors and VMEs into two separate categories, although I could just write civil people? It depends on the fact that the way I'm gonna build my customer relationship with them is gonna be different. Yeah, so the things that are attractive for a VME are not the things that are attractive for a professor. Channels is going to be about how are we reaching the customer, and in our case we are mainly doing it online with the VMEs or professors. We can also go to like education exhibitions. We can participate in events, even in startup fairs. We can attract our potential Mitarbeiter through various channels, as I said before.
And you could also go to other job offer websites, right? Like this.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly, Philly. Thank you so much for your input. Actually, as you just said, now we can go to other websites. Exactly. So in that case, our key partner can be, for example, LinkedIn. Yeah, because why is it not ready? LinkedIn. Because we can post the job opening over there. Yeah. Key activities is what we are doing. And in this case, we are like improving website. Key resources is what we have. We have not really nice. Well, we have definitely time. We have knowledge. We have support.
You have people.
Yeah, people.
You have time from your students.
People. Yeah, people is the most important. So channels here, I didn't write like exhibitions. Why is it not writing from the first try? I'm giving up today.
Don't worry. No, I don't know.
Sometimes happens, yeah. Mm-hmm. So customer relationship, here we can, how do we support in this case? Through, Philly, do you know how are we contacting professors?
In the university, you mean? Or outside?
Outside, yeah.
I would say normally it goes through networking. So you move your network, and people, know each other. There are, I guess, also organizations from different, not professors, but I mean like chemistry, physics, mechanical, engineer.
So then we have the key propositions. What is going to make our project of improving University Bundeswehr career website stand out among the others? Maybe it's gonna be the way that we express ourselves, yeah? maybe here we can talk about the perfect facilities that our university that our university has for the people who work here, right? Maybe it's the swimming so facilities. No, I don't like Miro board today. It's not my day today. It's still not writing.
What if you put a new post-it? Like what you did in the beginning?
Yeah, I wanted to write that the key proposition for our project would be to tell VMEs and professors who would want to potentially work with us how cool it is to work in the university. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And in key proposition, in this case, we as a project, we need to offer how we are gonna like emphasize it. Are we gonna make a video maybe about describing how cool university is? Maybe we're gonna have chatbots answering the questions that people who want to apply might have. There are many ways. So the key proposition is the value, is the key value of your project. This is something that makes you stand out. And this is why there is also a value proposition canvas, which we also teach at Founders. This tool is like an extension to Business Model Canvas and can teach you to create value proposition which can suit better to your customer segments. So since we are doing the entrepreneurship project with our students, we don't need a business model because earning money or spending money is not our problem. But in case of the dog walking, you remember I told you that the revenue streams is the people who give you the money for walking the dogs, and cost structure is the money that you are investing into your business. Maybe you're buying the poo-poo bags for exactly. This is all business. Excuse me that it didn't go so well today with the Miro board due to reasons I cannot really understand. Hope you can forgive me. I hope you liked it. And now I am open to your questions. So please